Hey, this is Noble Woods. Welcome back to my series, 30 Gems from Noble. Today, real quick, I want to walk you through something. Here's the problem with a lot of options traders. You start off in a class, and most people just learn the basics. How to make money when price goes up, how to make money when price goes down. I won't even use the terms. It's calls and puts. That's the basics that most people use. But that's actually the most expensive way because those basic calls and puts allow you to pretty much make 500, 1,000, 200. There's no limit to how much money you can make. But because of that, inherently, they also have the most risk. So what do I mean? There's a strategy, a type of trade option strategy that I teach in my class. It's called a strangle. Now that sounds real aggressive. Strangling. Who am I strangling? Technically, you're strangling the market. You're putting both hands on the market and you're actually buying both directions at the same time. Advanced concept, not taught in a lot of classes. And it sounds like, oh man, oh my goodness, you can go both directions. So you're saying, Noble, on Apple, I could be long of Apple and short at the same time? And then once Apple moves far enough, if it just goes straight up for 3 weeks, then the short side would be losing, but my calls would be making enough money, would be making money. And as long as they made enough money to cover the loss, then I still win, even though it didn't matter which direction I didn't even know direction. Yes, that's pretty much what I'm saying, but it's not that simple. You can still lose. You can lose if the stock doesn't go anywhere. You can lose if it doesn't move enough in enough time. There's a lot of ways to kind of mess this up, but it is a very powerful, amazing strategy that a lot of people just don't teach, right? The math is not super complex math. It's literally 5th grade math. Let's do the math right now. If I bought calls on Apple on a trade, I keep it real simple. Calls and puts, right? I'm going both directions. I don't know the direction. Some report is coming now. Oh, I don't know. Apple's either going to go back to the highs or we're going to pull back, right? Regression to the mean. We're going to pull back to the 20 period moving average on the week chart, which is, let's say maybe that's like $15 away. So I don't know which direction. I really don't know. I have a system, but I don't know. I don't know. You don't have to know. And the math is really simple. If you bought $1,000 worth of those calls and $1,000 worth of those puts, then guess what? If we dropped really hard and the puts were up 500%, then that means 1,000 times, right? The 500, 5. So those made 5,000. And your calls, because we didn't go that direction, you would have lost 1,000, but you made 5,000. So you're placing 2 trades at the same time. You lost 1,000. Let's say you didn't manage it. You didn't go in and cut it. You lost 1,000 and then you made 5,000. That's 4,000. The trade cost you 2,000 because you had to buy both sides. Simple math. The technical part is, where do you do this? When do you do this? How much time do you give this? Right? And then when it comes to actually selecting what prices do we think we'll actually be able to get to, that's where I come in. That's what I teach my students. I want to give you frameworks to look at a chart and always know where price has the highest probability of going. Every uptrend does the same thing. The sequence is the same. Every time we go from uptrend to downtrend, the sequence is the same in terms of what we do, these key places that we go. But you can't see it with just the price chart, and you won't get this type of teaching from most educators out. You just won't. I love stats. I got a deep love for statistics. And I've learned to look at price using a statistical analysis based framework. And it's really, really simple. If I showed you, you'd be like, Noble, this is crazy. And I'd be like, I know. I know. So it's really easy to see visually. The concepts, I keep saying stats and all that. But it's really not a tough concept to get. You just need somebody who can show you how to see probability and how to take some of these more advanced trades where literally it doesn't even matter if you're right on direction. Doesn't even matter. So I love teaching strangles. It's one of my favorite things to trade. And it might be one of those things that once you really learn and understand strangles, you're like, Noble, this changed my life. I'm never taking a directional trade again. And you don't have to, because the only reason you lost on those calls that you bought is because price went the other way. Right? So just keep watching. I got more. A lot more to share. My options class starts September 25th. Future starts October 23rd. I'd love to see you in either one or both. Check the links below for more information. And as always, share this video with somebody that you know and that you love who maybe is trading options. Never heard of strangles. No idea what strangles are. Oh, you're missing the power of options. Options gives you options. That's the joke. It gives you so many different ways to make money. And you need to understand the core ways beyond just the basics. Beyond just the basics. Thanks for watching. Peace.